Welcome to Spring LIB.
So in first past the post systems, the voting structure is such that whoever has the most number of votes wins, or whatever legislation has the most number of votes wins. So here are some other possibilities. You could have a majoritarian. So this majoritarian idea is that you have to get greater than 50%. So in first past the post, it's just whoever has the most number of votes. So you could have in first past the post, you could have like somebody win with 20% of the votes. But if you have 20% of the votes, what happens is basically the people that are voting will have a list of like maybe 5 options. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then they will rank these options. So this could be the 5th option, this could be the 3rd, the 4th, the 1st, the 2nd. So if the first option has like 5%, their second option has 25% of the vote, their fourth option has, actually, the first option here has 10% of the vote, the second option has 30% of the vote, the third option has 40% of the vote, the fourth option has 10% of the vote, and this last option, the fifth option, has 10% of the vote. So actually, let me change these numbers around a little bit. This can become 5, and this will become 15. 5%, 15%. So what happens now is we just have to see how we can get, so if this was first past the post, this third choice would win, right? But in a majoritarian system, this last place would be cut out, and then then whoever voted for number 1 as their first choice would now have the votes added to their second choice, if that makes sense. So let's suppose a bunch of people voted, or 5% voted for number 1 as their first choice, and now their second choice was number 3, so this number would become 45%. Okay, so we're still not at 50% here, or 50% anywhere. So now suppose, so the next one on the list is number 5, so we cut that out, and everybody that voted for number 5 as their first choice voted for number 3 as their second choice. So this number becomes 40%. So now it's basically dependent on number 4. Anybody that voted for number 4 also voted for number 3 as their second choice. This number now becomes 60%, and this is the winner. So there's no kind of like, so there's a bunch of options. It basically gets filtered out in a majoritarian system. You also have a few other types. You have a proportional system, and this is mostly for electing officials. The number of officials that represent the number of people in the district or whatever is the number of seats that they get in the House or Parliament or whatever